Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Website on the top here is usgamesinc.com if you're interested. Support of Oracle cards. Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Website on the back. Let's see. It's illustrated by Jesse Reish, and the website is hayhouse.com at the bottom there. Feel free to freeze frame if you want to check that out. Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius? Well, the ending is good. Well, how are you getting there, though? That's the question. Two of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. I really usually think of Sagittarius likes to get along. I really think of them that way. Now, I know everybody's different, but I just don't think of Sagittarius really wanting a conflict. I just don't see that really being the thing. Can you handle conflict? Yes. Do you really go towards it? I don't know if you really go towards it. I keep thinking that you don't, but let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Overthinking something seems to be the issue. So let's clarify the overthinking. Are you upset with what's going on, or is it you're more worried? Nine of Fire, holding the ground, and the Seven of Major Arcana, which is the Chariot. There's a lot coming in with this. A lot that I wasn't expecting. You have I shouldn't say you have family ties, but it feels like that. Maybe it's a group of people you've worked with for a while, or it's kind of like people that mean a lot to you here. Somebody means a lot to you here, and you're just trying to hold it together, but you're kind of thinking like, are the people I'm trying to help actually making this worse? Are the people who I'm looking out for just becoming more of a problem than anything else? The Sun card is in question too. Are they being honest with you? It's not, I don't know if it's about if they're being honest. It's about how they're viewing it. You know when somebody doesn't like another person and they just like, no matter what happens, they're like, well, that's not good because that person's involved. If that makes sense. They're very jaded about a situation if it has anything to do with whoever it is. If there's just one person they can't stand, they're like, oh, if that person's a part of it, well, it's going to fail, that's for sure. Or, you know what I mean? They're like that. So it's kind of like, wait a minute. I trust this person to tell me the truth. I also trust that if they know so-and-so is doing it, they have no faith in that person. So if that person's a part of it, they think it's going to fail. But is it really failing? They probably expect it to fail because so-and-so is involved. But is it really failing? I feel like it's something like that. Like they're jaded about a situation. And you're like, they're telling you the truth. And I feel like you know they're telling you the truth. But it's their truth. It's kind of like, I don't know where we're going a little bit farther with it. It's kind of like somehow how some people view fat as a substance. Some people think it's really bad no matter what you do with it. Other people are like, no, you need some of it. And then you have people, for example, on keto that like feel like the more the fat, the better. The more fat, the better. You have to take in context how they view a subject. That's what I keep getting at. It's really kind of... you have to look at it in context. And it's kind of like, I don't know what to think about it. And it's kind of like I have different opinions about the same substance, but it's like, does it matter how they're using it? Does it change based on how they're using it? Or is there an overall correct answer? And it's like, it becomes more of a puzzle. It's a puzzle. It's like quite the puzzle. And it's like, I don't know what to do with this. And it's almost like when you work on a puzzle and you're just like, it's fun for a minute, but then when you are spending 10, 15 minutes looking for one piece, you're like, all right, I've had it. I've just so had it. It's kind of like that. Some people love puzzles. Awesome for you. I like them once in a great while. but maybe once or twice a year. um, this is going to stabilize. I get that, but what has to happen? Like, all right, I'm looking at the Five of Wands, which is a conflict card, and there's trust coming out with it, but how is this Five of Wands with the trust coming out for Sagittarius? Like, how is that really coming in? The lack of strength, and then the Three of Swords. Oh boy. Trust has to come forward, and you're going to have to go forward and sort it out yourself. There is conflict coming. But from this conflict, you'll be able to trust what you actually get from it. You're going to have to go forward towards the conflict. Because justice comes out, trust comes out, and that's where your success is. That's literally where your success is. And I feel like, I don't know, am I wrong? I could be wrong. I feel like Sagittarius is more like, you know what, why cause an issue if you don't have to have an issue? It's not like you can't deal with conflict. It's just kind of like, if we don't need to deal with it, why do it? Like, you'll only do conflict if it's necessary. It just seems like only if it's necessary will I go forward and go into the conflict. And I'm not about somebody else's conflict. Somebody else has to deal with their own conflict. No, whatever this is, you got to go forward towards the conflict. Justice comes out of it. That's where your success is. Things start to stabilize with the Ten of Pentacles. Through conflict, we get stabilization. The Hermit comes in with the Five of Swords. People who don't like the situation, I see them backing off because it makes no difference. Let things be okay. Let people get along. Let's not get in the way of things that we don't need to get in the way of. I don't think this is a long conflict, but there is a short conflict coming in. The intensity is in question, but I see you moving on, but I also see, like, once the conflict is done, things stabilize, and it feels like it gets stronger from that point forward. A lot stronger. It's just making the decision to do that. I feel like you don't want to do it. But they're saying if you do it, this is where your stability comes in. This is where things are worthwhile. This is where things finally make sense. Other people seem to want to reinforce that for you, and I see other people. I feel like other people are going to step in and make sure it stays correct afterwards. Other people are going to step in and make sure it stays stable. Stays stable, if I can say it. Yeah, because I get the success, but I also get this too. I don't think you're going to have to constantly fight. Like, all right, let's just be fair. Once that one conflict goes by, then what? Do we have more conflict for Sagittarius, or is it just that one major one and it's other people handle it? I don't feel like people are going to tell you. I don't think you want to know either. So if there's conflict around it, I don't think people are bringing it towards you. That could be a good thing. I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't feel people bringing it towards you. They don't want to. Other people are handling it. I don't think people are overthinking it either. I feel like they're just kind of... Are they ignoring it? No. What's going on with that then? I feel like some people are just being looked at like they're just troublemakers, and they're just kind of like, well, there's only so much you can do with that, so don't play into it any more than you have to. I feel like that's how it's being handled. Like certain people are just complainers. I've worked with people like that. Not in quite a while, but I'm thinking of one particular person. I don't remember their name. But, like, if it's a sunny day, it's a bad day. Is it a rainy day? Well, it's a bad day. Is it a windy day? Guess what? Still a bad day. Is it not a day? Is it night? Same thing. Still bad. It's a bad night then. If it's not a bad day, then it's a bad night. How you like that? And it's kind of looking at it like that. Somebody's kind of like, that's why they're shutting it down. They're not even giving this person the chance to cause problems. They're just like, no matter what it is, they're just going to say it sucks, it's wrong, it's bad, so why worth it? Just, nope, we're not going to do it. Yeah, it's that major conflict, but it's a short conflict. How bad is the conflict? How bad? Did I already ask this? Because I don't seem like I'm comfortable with it. Success, Six of Wands, And then, no, I don't think it's going to be the worst conflict. I think it's short-lived. But I feel like it puts things in perspective. Success comes out after it. Other people handle it from there on out. And I don't see it. I see you walking away from it. But you're supposed to. After that, you're walking away from the conflict, but you're supposed to. I'm getting the divine guidance with the walking away here with the Eight of Cups. Kind of like I dealt with what I had to deal with. I'm not going to spend a lifetime on this. What's said is said. What's done is done. Now I got better things to stabilize. I'm not going to hang out with this anymore. That's it. Somebody else is, though. But I feel like, yeah, that's its own situation. I don't think you want to worry about it. I don't think you're going to worry about it. You're going to get things done and be effective that way. All right, I think we're there. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.